Welcome learners to today's online class of class 12th computer science. Today we are going to understand about binary file operations, that is basic binary file operations. First of all, introduction to binary file. A binary file used to store information in binary format such as images, videos, audios, etc. and that information is stored generally in numbers. In binary file, there is no delimiter to end of a line. That is important part. And so the binary file directly stored, there is no need to translate it. That's why these files are easy and fast in working. Here is three basic operations that can be done on a file. That is opening a file. A file has to be opened using open function, which creates a file object which is later used to access that file for reading or writing operation. That is file object, open, then file name and access mode. Access mode can be read mode, write mode or append mode, like that. The file operations, two basic file operations are there, that is read, that is reading the content of a file, and write, that is writing a data in a file. After that, at the end, we need to close the file using close function. Next comes to the next slide. Here is an example for you. See here, import pickle. It is a built-in module imported here. Then a list with 5 items. Then a object is created with the open function list.dat. Now, in this list.dat file is created wv, that is writing a file in binary mode, and when this file is opened, an object f is created. Now the pickle function or module dump is used for writing the content to the file, that is list1, f. The syntax is complete, pickle, dump, and this is. Now the print statement print, write data is added to the file, and lastly we close the file. So here these are the operations with an example. Now the important aspect of file handling, binary file handling, is that use of pickle module. If you want to write structure like list, dictionary, or read these items from a binary file, we have to use a Python module pickle. This is built-in module. Then pickling means converting structure into byte stream. That is the structure we are using, list or dictionary, like that, before writing it to a binary file. And unpickling is the process in which a byte stream again converted back to original structure, that is a list or dictionary. Pickle module has two methods. One is dump, another is load. The dump method is used to write an object or structure in a binary file which is already opened in binary mode. For example, the syntax is like that: dump object and then file object. Here file object is the object which is created using open function. For example, pickle.dump list1, f. Next is load method, which is used to read an object or data from a binary file. That means suppose you want to read some data from a binary file, you have to use load method. The syntax is like that: object equal to load file object. That is file object directly used here, and the content will be stored in the object. For example, list1 equal to pickle.loadf. We will see this an example. This is an example for you. Import pickle. Here built-in module pickle is imported or used. Then a dictionary containing 3 values, that is Rahul with the key and 1000 as value, Rohit as key and 850 Jadeja like this. These are 3 keys and values used. Then a file player.dat is opened in binary mode, and W is used, that means write mode. You're writing something, that for that WV is used. And the file object is f here. Now pickle.dump dict1, f. This will write the content of dict1 in file players.dat. Now the print statement is that data is added to a file. Now suppose if we want to read the content, how it can be, we are opening the file again in RB mode, that is read mode. Here the player.dat is opened in read mode. Then dict2, another dictionary is created where we store the data loaded or retrieved from the file, that is pickle.loadf. It will store the content in dict2. Now if we print content of dict2, it will print these values which are earlier written in the file. And lastly, we have to close the file. This is an example for you. Go through this example. This will make it more clear. Another operation that can be done on a file are appending a file. That means you can add new values, you can search new values, you can modify the values, or even you can delete the values. Here is an example for you. You can update the content of a binary file. With this help of this example, it will be clear to you. And the example is important. Import pickle. Here pickle module is imported. Then file student.dat is opened. Here the mode is RB plus, that is binary read write mode. When plus symbol is used, remember this, it is in two modes. Here if RB is there, it is only read mode, but RB plus, that means you can write also. Then list one, our list, we getting this load function, that means the content of this file student.dat get loaded into list one. A record is loaded in that using load function. Found variable is equal to 0, list to an empty one, and then counter x in list one, it will circulate all the values. And if name is in x name, it is the values which are stored in that and is comparing that, it is checking that. Then the value of found is assigned as 1. After that, it will ask for new value, new name from the user, and whatever entered by user is stored in name, and list2 dot append x, that means that value is added in the list2. And finally, if found is equal to 1, here we have assigned found equal to 0. If found is equal to 1, that means the data is found in the file which we are going to search. Then file.seek within round brackets 0. The seek function is used to place the position of right pointer or the file pointer to that desired position. Here we are writing 0, that means it will place it at the beginning of the file. Then pickle.dump, dump function is used to write in the file. So pickle.dump list2 and file. It will write that updated record, that is we have changed here, and it will show the message record updated. Else, that means record is not found, it will print name does not exist, and finally the file is closed. That's all for today's class, learners. Hope you understand most of the concept of this. Rest you can develop using your Python programs. Thank you.